Okay, here we are, folks. Little hiccup and everything there to start. That's exactly how I like to start the stream. Well, hey, thank you, Donnie DJ247 for following us here on Twitch. See that notification? It's fantastic. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate love and support from all y'all. We are it's a very, very exciting day because this is the finals of Cheese League Baseball, the second tournament of our 2023 campaign. I guess second tournament of the first season. I don't know if any of that makes sense. But what we're doing here is we're going to watch the finals, folks. This is the finals. And we're going to watch the Edom Emeralds face off against the Gouda Giants. First things first, just a little housekeeping. Thank you so much again for following us here on twitch.tv/geekcheese. This is excellent. Appreciate all the love and support. Also, we have grown by leaps and bounds on YouTube in the past 28 days. So 28 subscribers, 20 some subscribers in 28 days. So thanks so much for that. The reaction videos obviously have done a lot of that work, so that's great. But a lot of people are checking out the Cheese League games, so I appreciate that as well. And yeah, happy Memorial Day if you're in the States. If not, I hope you're having a wonderful day nonetheless. And we're going to get right into some fake baseball action. So let's recap what happened in the morning. So if you missed our morning stream, it's already up on our YouTube page. You can go check that out. And this video will be dropped on our YouTube page as well, so no worries there. But our morning stream was kind of crazy. So first game, it was kind of run-of-the-mill Cheese League baseball game. 7-2, Edom Emeralds win over the Gouda Giants. The next game thought was going to be kind of a pitcher's duel, and it was wild. It went into 15 innings. So in the top of the 15th, I called it, and I had to intervene as the commissioner, and I simulated the rest of the game. Ended up going into 17 innings, and 5-4 the Gouda Giants won. So a little bit of me playing God there, but I don't think it harmed anything. It was, I honestly don't think, I think if I didn't do that, the game would still be going on somehow. It was like the game was broken. But, so what had happened now, is because of that extremely long second game, you see a lot of the players are down. So we're going to see how that impacts this game and the subsequent games. But right now we're going to watch Reese Elliston face off against Hal Rivers. And first two games were in the 7-game series. We're at the Emerald Diamond. Now we're at the Bengata Bowl, the home of the Gouda Giants. And there we see our starting lineups. Sit back, relax this and enjoy this one, folks. It's going to be a long stream for us here. Hal Rivers, Pedro Bowen. This is how the game starts. Rivers, of course, the S-rated starter, and that's a base hit. And that's how things started off for the Emeralds. And Nick Blaylock in, now looking strained again. So many of these guys are looking strained. It's because they played essentially 3 games already. 3.5 games, actually. Went into the 17th. 1-2 now on Blaylock. Let's talk about Hal Rivers real quick. As we like to do. 4-seamer, cutter, slider, curveball, changeup. Locked in. Could be 2. Castaneda fires. Cooper. And there it is. 4-6-3. Double play. And that brings up Kingsley Harrison. Rivers 43 Ks, the most in the tournament. I think in both iterations of this. First Cheese League tournament, and then with these 8 teams, 1-2 is the count. Tries to get him Chase in the dirt. Over to Fisher, who's playing third base, gets the start. Came into the game late this morning, the second game late, I should say. And Reese Elliston on the bump now for the visiting Edam Emeralds as Todd Fleep steps in. He's DHing. Played shortstop earlier. Getting him off his feet a little bit. And that one's going to duck in for a base hit. All right, folks. This is starting like a normal fake baseball game. So let's see how this pans out. Maybe it'll go into 18 innings. Who knows? A little hot shot over to Ramon. That's the first out. I'm going to check something now. Because I do think there's a ball in the dirt. Just making sure I tweeted out when this game is going to be done. 2, maybe. Ramon, and they don't get the double play. But they do get the lead runner, and it brings up Goldie Cooper. Runner on first, 2 outs here, bottom of the first, rather. And now 2-1 on. Now the 3-1 pitch to Cooper. Good hitters count. Full count, that'll send a runner from first, obviously, with 2 outs. And, ooh, knocked down there by Sasso. He can't recover. So, the inning continues in front of the home crowd. You see the Voodoo Giants fans sporting the foot logo. Edam Emeralds fans here, they're peppered throughout as well. Villarreal puts it at a strike high, 2-1. And now 3-1. That one's fouled away. Full count again, that'll send the runners with 2 outs. And again, over to Sasso again with the diving stop. And across the diamond, just gets him by half step. And that's how the bottom half of the first ends. So, I think this is going to be a hard-fought series, folks. I mean, as already is. Like I mentioned, as I'm going to get comfortable here. As I mentioned, it was 17 innings. Down on strikes to go. That's 44 strikeouts now for Big Hal out there on bump. Rodney Bradshaw, tense and strained. Ooh, a little Sunday hop on a Monday gets by him. And call that an infield single. That's a really tough hop. Hit kind of like the lip of the turf. That's the way it looked. So runner on first now for Aubrielle Sasso. She's really struggled during this tournament. Down on strike she goes. And Aria Bird is the word, comes in, left fielder today. Hal Rivers has 45 Ks. I feel like every time I look up, his strikeout number just increases by 1 more than what I've previously said. 2-2 on Word, and that's fouled away. Again, 2-2, and again fouled away. Down on strikes. This ump has a little bit of a high strike zone, I would say, as we get a nice panning shot of the dome here at the Big Gata Bowl. Palacio steps in. Center fielder. All right, so last night's stream? I was doing orange cream soda, and now this is lime soda. Palacios goes down. I'm a huge soda drinker. I don't like carbonation for the most part. But I do appreciate a lime soda. Locally sourced lime soda. As Ruddy O'Neal steps in. And I'm guessing that Mountain Dew is technically lime soda, I guess. It is also green. I don't know. I think Mountain Dew just tastes like green, so I don't know what kind of soda it actually is. 1 and 2 on Ruddy O'Neal. Ball in the dirt. Now 2 and 2. With 2 outs, bottom of the second. Down on strikes it goes. So this is turning into a pitcher's duel. And that is interesting.
Number 2.
Hal Rivers, 102 on the gun. He's on fire. And he's firing fire in there at the batters. Look at that, 99. Firing fire. I am actually a writer that's my day job, so that was poor word choice. Salvador Ramon hits one just foul down the left field line. 0-2. And grounded over to Fisher in the hot corner across the diamond. Out number 2. And Pedro Bowen 1 for 1 with a single. Led off the game with a single actually against Hal Rivers. Bowen, I think he's actually the backup catcher, but he's kind of taken over the everyday job because he's been hitting the hell out of the ball. That one's fouled away. 1 and 2 again. Good take inside. 2 and 2. And safety swing. 2 and 2 now again. And got him fooled down and away. Actually, it looked like the heater down and away. So nothing all around, folks. Bottom of the third we go. Vatamakia up. Reese Elliston, let's talk about his pitch selection. 4-seamer, 2-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup. Sasso. Out. There's Todd Fleet, 1 for 1 with a single. Top of the order, back up. Elliston, of course, the southpaw on the mound. Looks crisp today. Don't know why. That is fascinating. Sure. My stream integrity is amazing because I've argued with the cable company a lot recently. Perhaps. Castaneda up. Good to have you here, Wheels. Just played some Sea of Thieves with him. That is off of Elliston and can't recover. No. Castaneda drags a trailer there. Not the fastest runner. Maybe he's just kind of tired, actually. Nick Allen steps in. Also, just got told, I hope you burn in hell while sailing with Tide. So that's a thing. So I'm guessing Tyler did something, as that's a walk. Now 2-1 for Goldie Cooper's 1 for 1 with a single. 2 outs as well in the bottom of the third. Guessing you guys went super Marauder. Super aggro out there on the 7 Seas. 2 and 2 on Cooper, and down a strike, just waving about it. We sank 2 guys 3 times in a row. Me, Elite, AF. That's hilarious. Yeah, being a little aggro, I'd say. Reapers. Being Reapers, that's what I meant, not Marauders. That's a line out to Castaneda. And in steps Kingsley Harrison 0 for 1. That's too much. Made you feel elite. 1 and 2 on Harrison with the 1 out here. Top of the 4th. Let's go Giants. Yes, Wheels has been a big Giants fan from the get-go. I think he just likes Gary the Gigantopithecus, the Giants mascot and namesake. Leon Jackson, again, looking strange. All these guys played 17. Let's see, most of them played, what was that, 24 innings so far today? Under Castaneda, out number 3. 24 innings in only 2 games played, and we only play 7-inning games. So it's these guys are tired, I would say.
Number 17.
Villarreal locked in. He's looking well, though, in his fitness meter. And it's base it up the middle. A little worm burner screamer right up the middle. And the Giants get a base runner. As Palacio steps in 0 for 1. Wheels this morning in the game, in the second game, it was I think the 12th inning. And that one, Ramon with a nice diving stop can only go to first. So the Giants have a runner in scoring position as Javier Fisher steps in. So I think this is the 12th inning. The Giants were at the Emeralds. And Blaylock hit a home run to... no, was that the 9th? I don't know. Blaylock hit a home run on the Giants side to give him the lead. And then Emeralds tied it up. And then 2 innings go by. And then somebody else from the Giants gets the lead. And then the Emeralds tied it up again. It was insane. Down on strikes he goes. As Ruddy O'Neal steps in 0 for 1. Ruddy O'Neal might as well not even have a speed meter because nothing is registered. Grounder over to Sasso. That's out number 3. So again, some base runners, but they leave them stranded. Top of the 5th we go. 5, 6, and 7 do up 4.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 19.
The Emeralds jerseys remind me of the Seattle Seahawks, and that also reminds me of the New York Yankees play tonight in Seattle. So it's a 9:40 game, I believe. Down strikes goes.
Now batting,
And
shortstop, number 10.
let's see, who do they play, or who's pitching for them? That's a base hit up the middle. So it's like call and response with these guys. Herman is pitching for the Yankees
Now batting,
at Seattle.
the left fielder, number 56.
So that's something to watch out for. The Yankees playing Seattle. Ooh, knocked down by safe.
Now batting,
Knocked
the
down
center
over there at
fielder,
third base
number
by
3.
Fisher. Everyone's safe though, so second and third, or first and second, jumping ahead. As Nathaniel Richards is up. Fouls that one away. 50 strikeouts for Hal Rivers. I still can't believe that. That's crazy. This could be double play, folks. It's not. So runners at the corners, they do get the out at second.
Number 15.
And that brings up Ramon. Chance here for the Emeralds. Base hit, scores a run. And that will do it. That's a base hit. Drops just in front of Villarreal. And the Emeralds on the board.
The catcher,
They lead at 1-0.
number 14.
Pedro Bowen now 1 for 2 with a single. Look at that. Hal Rivers, his perfect 0.00 ERA is now 0.28. 2-1 on Bowen, leadoff hitter and the catcher. So not your stereotypical leadoff hitter. Down on strikes it goes. Just kind of froze him. I think that was the slider, sweeper, the hook, whatever you want to call it.
Now batting, the catcher,
That brings up Leandro
number
Vatamakia. So now bottom of the 5th, the Giants rather trying to get back into this. They trail 1-0. Down on strikes. Boy, that was a nasty pitch.
Now batting,
That was a really nasty pitch. Did you see that?
number 30.
So that would have been the 2-seamer. Or the changeup. Probably, I think that was the 2-seamer. It had that little running action back over the plate. Kind of looked like it was going to hit his knee or something, then kind of came back over. possibly. Popped up to Richards in center field. That's out number 2. Here comes Castaneda, 1 for 2 with the single today. And ripped, but right at him on number 3. So, top of the 6th we go. The Emeralds still lead at 1-0. 2, 3, and 4 due up for them. Let's see what happens. Nick Blaylock. He was the hero for the Emeralds. Got them back in the game. That marathon 17-inning affair. 2-2 on Blaylock. K-Man activated, of course, for Rivers. Gets the strikeout. He's just freezing people on that big Uncle Charlie, the hook. Whatever you want to call it. It's almost like it's maybe not a 12-6 curveball. Right through the wickets, base hit. 12-6, obviously. 12-6 curveball would be the ball starts at 12 and then ends at 6, and it's a big looping, curving motion. Barry Zito had one of the best ever, probably, looping 12-6 curves. Played for the Giants, actually. A little Giants connection. Leon Jackson pops that one up, and that just drops in front of Allen. So 2 on, 1 out, and the Emeralds are again threatening with Rodney Bradshaw.
Number 19.
Fastball down. There's another fastball. I don't know if that was a cutter. There's the curveball. So they're going to hold all of the runners. Everyone is safe. And that brings up Sasso, who's 1 for 2 with a single. Big pressure situation. Hal Rivers is pulled. Okay. Here we go. Quinn Lynch in. We saw her pitch quite a bit in the last game. She's juiced out on the mound. So juice has meant nothing for the hitters. Maybe it means something for the pitchers. Ooh, that was a very close play at first. So leave the bases loaded. A big goose egg up there on the board. It's not what the Emeralds manager wanted to happen, but, you know, it does happen. Keep guys on base. God knows the Yankees have done that 1,000 times. 1-1 on Nix Allen. Elliston, let's take a look at him. 80th pitch right there. That's a base hit. He actually might get pulled soon, too. If not now, maybe a little bit later. Maybe they're just gonna see what happens. Again, I mean, you really need a good outing from your starter to get your bullpen guys re-energized, recharged. This should be 2. Sasso to Ramon and to Jackson. 6-4-3 double play as Villarreal steps up to the plate. 1 and 2. 1 for 2 rather. All right, yeah, Elliston's he's in the red now. He's going to be pulled after Villarreal hits one high and off the wall. It's just a very long and loud single. It's hit very hard. As Palacio steps in over 2. I'm surprised they're not taking out Elliston. This is interesting. And that's a base hit through the right side. So the Gouda Giants coming back. And Javier Fisher up now, 0 for 2. And here we go. Here's Russo coming in. Seeing Jillian Russo a couple times now out of this pen. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 6th. Fouled away. 1-2. Both these teams are power hitting ball clubs. The Emeralds have a little bit better defense though. 2-2 on Fisher. At least that's how those teams are rated. And down on strikes he goes. Talk about the hook. He's pretty mad at himself. That brings up 7-8-9 for the Emeralds. I'd like to maybe tack on another insurance run. 2 onward. Down a strike she goes.
Now batting the center
Daniel
fielder,
Richards
number 2.
up now. Tried to get him to chase in the dirt. It's fouled away. 1 and 2. Richards, obviously the center fielder. Down a strike she goes.
Now batting the second baseman.
And Salvador
number
Ramon
15.
steps up. 1 for 2. Sally Boy looking for a hit. Maybe keep get things going here for the Emeralds. Oh, I think I know what baseball player talking. Oh, this is hilarious, guys. My drink is green, but the green screen
Number
is
23.
not. It's not. That's pretty awesome, actually. I bet I know what one you're talking about. That's high and far and does not have the distance. One hops the wall. And that's how they're going to start off the 7th, folks. It's a double. About to mock you up now. Absidy Rosas comes in. Yeah, we'll talk about that, Wheels. So I know what you're talking about, and I saw it myself on Twitter, on baseball Twitter. Sasso throws across diamond, gets out at first.
Now pitching, number 43.
All right, here's Kalani Goldberg. I heard a noise behind me. I'm not entirely sure what it was. So, Todd Fleet in. Big pressure situation. Hits that one high and far. And it's warning track power. Are they going to tag the runner? They do. Blaylock's just going to hit the cutoff. So 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, and the Emeralds trying to close this one out.
Number 10.
Castaneda up. Ooh, almost hit him. Goldberg. Like I said, that 3/4 delivery, it's kind of a little odd. And a base hit up the middle. They score the tying run. And we're going to go maybe possibly to extra innings again. Maybe I broke this game by putting 2 power-hitting ball clubs that are very evenly matched up against each other. 2-0 on Allen. And ball high. 3-0. They give him the green light? No, they walk him.
Now batting.
Goldie Cooper steps in. 1 for 3.
Number
Single and RBI. And I mean, a single would probably get that run home. 1-1. Now the 2-1. Strike 2. Tough out activated for Cooper. Jacked. High, far, and a walk-off home run for the Gouda Giants and Goldie Cooper. 444-foot jack, Cooper's 4th homer, 15th RBI, the 3-run jack. Gouda Giants win in dramatic fashion. I was afraid that was going to be another extra inning game. Yeah. I heard all about how you guys are burning in hell. 170 to 410-1 on the Giants side. We're going to cruise right through these. 7 strikeouts for the Giants, 11 strikeouts on the Emerald side. That's Hal Rivers right there, folks. That's Hal Rivers with those. Well, he had 9 strikeouts. Goldberg gets the loss. We're cruising right through this because we got a lot of games to get wrecked, noob. That's funny. We got a lot of games to get through. So in the morning, Tyler, so the games that ended in the morning, Emeralds took the first one, then it ended up in the 15th inning. I called it and I simulated the rest of it, and ended up in 17 innings. The Giants won. So now the Giants lead the series 2-1, and we're gonna go right back into it. We have Lloyd Perkins. Actually, Perkins and Hartman were the guys that started that 17 inning affair, I believe. So we're gonna get right into it. Sorry, he's not as good as someone who's been playing 2 days. So Wheels, the play you're talking about. So I believe it was a college or a high school game, something like that. I guess what happened was the catcher. So on a called third strike, if the ball hits the dirt, or no, if it called third strike, swinging third strike, if the ball hits the dirt, as the batter, you could run to first, and then the catcher has to throw you out. So that is not true on some certain conditions. That one is ripped, but it's going to be right at fervor. So it's, in certain conditions, the batter is just automatically out. First base is occupied, and there's like a 2-out condition too. Like you can still run if there's 2 outs, and even if first base is occupied, something like that. So what happened was the catcher, exactly like that pitch right there. The ball was in the dirt. I think the guy may have swung. I don't know if he swung or not, but catcher got the ball. Should have tagged out the runner because the guy like didn't even go. So he could have tagged out the runner or thrown down to first. The game would have been over. But instead, the catcher caught the ball in the dirt, and it was called a strike. And what happened was they started celebrating. The team started celebrating. But there's already a guy on base. So the guy on base realized, hey, he didn't tag out or try to throw out to first after that bouncing ball third strike. And there's the final out of this inning. So, good heads-up base running. The guy, I think he was actually in second, comes all the way around to score. That ties the game. And then the guy who the strike was called on, he realized then, oh, wow, yeah, the guy's, he's not throwing down to first, and I'm not being tugged out. So he went from, he essentially just rounded the bases, just kept running, and then came home and scored, and that's a walk. Just came home and scored and won the championship for the team. And there's nothing that the team could do. It's a legal play in baseball. And really, it was very, very bad heads up. You know, as the catcher, that's a base hit down into the left field corner. Gonna go. Good job throwing to second base. Split those runners. That's what you do. Nick's Allen. Giants are already threatening here, folks, in the bottom of the first. And steals second base. So, again, it's just bad judgment on the catcher. As the catcher, you should know what's going on. Is that going to get over the wall? Yeah, it does. A little Truder and Jack. Look at that. Nick's Allen, right? Third homer, 6 RBI of the tournament. 3-0. Catcher started, yeah, you're right. The catcher started celebrating, Wheels, and didn't realize, but he should have known, because as the catcher, there are a couple of key positions in baseball. The pitcher, obviously, the pitcher kind of controls and sets the pace of the game. The catcher is really the captain of the whole team. He sits behind home plate. He sees all of the plays. The catcher should know everything that's going on. He knows what the batter does like to hit. He communicates with the pitcher, helps control the pace of the game. And then obviously the shortstop is kind of the captain of the infield and actually of the fielders themselves, because the shortstop kind of guides everybody along. That one's hit. Might get over his head too. No, Blaylock catches it. That's a no. So being that the catcher is the captain of the team and should know everything, he should have known. Even if you're not sure if the ump called him out and said that, so if you're a batter and that happens, if you walk out of the box, you can disengage, you're called out immediately. Even if that happened, you should always tag the runner or throw down to first. It's always need to do that. He didn't do that. He failed to do that. That was a failure on the catcher's part. I feel terrible for him, but he should have known that. And the game ended, and the umps convened. They're like, no, that was legal play. It's exactly how it happened. So, yeah, it was wild. No, it wasn't in. It was I think it was a college game. College might have been a junior college, might have even been a high school game. See right there. Actually, that's perfect. That was exactly the play that just happened. That happened in that exact play that we just saw is exactly what happened. It was a called. There was a swinging third strike. Ball hit the dirt. Pitcher runs down to first, or the batter runs down to first. The catcher either has to tag him out or throw down to first to get the out. Guy in second just came around. This is exactly what happened. Feel terrible for the kids, but they can't. It is synchronicity. It's weird. But yeah, you have to, as the catcher, you have to know that Martin Hartman's already pulled. Martin Hartman has a blister. Blisters used to be the worst as a catcher. So that's exactly what happened. It is incredible that it came up in this game. But yeah, it was just bad, and I feel bad for the kid, for the catcher, because it was his job. But again, good heads-up base running, nice little diving catch by Castaneda, snow-coned it. It's good heads-up base running and very good knowledge of the game on the other team, and you can't fault them for that. So I saw that too, Wheels. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad that actually the play pretty much happened as we're watching this fake baseball game. That's into the gap. It's going to be an easy two-bagger. Fernandez playing center field today. So, yeah, it was wild. It was some wild stuff. There's been a couple of wild videos that have come out. We're heading into college baseball World Series season, so the College World Series. Roller skipping along the rug here in the dome, so on the corners for Todd Fleet. So there's a lot of playoff baseball happening. There's a lot of, on Twitter especially, that's base hit and another run for the Giants. On baseball Twitter especially, there's a lot of videos being shared of that, of Little League, of high school, of college ball, and of just plays like that, So it's come up quite a bit. That video made the rounds really quick, and everyone was real quick to say, the other team were being jerks, celebrating when they shouldn't have celebrated, yada, yada, yada. But, I mean, lapse in judgment, whatever. The excitement got the best of them. But yeah, Tyler, definitely, it's funny that it did come up in this game, but yeah, it wasn't in... Who knows? It could happen in this game. There's some shit that happens in Super Mega Baseball 3 that I'm like, oh my god, that's the first time I've ever seen it. And I've played probably about 1,000 hours of this game. In the next game, in Super Mega Baseball 4, that's a hot shot over to Bradshaw. Bases loaded for Castaneda, with one out here, bottom of the second. In the new game, Super Mega Baseball 4, they've really, really tweaked this. They've really made this game, this baseball game, like really close. Honestly, like this is more fun and probably just as good as the show. Oh, safe at first. I thought he was out. All right, runners at the corners now, 5-0. The Giants leading over the Emeralds. Goldie Cooper up. So this game is very similar. It harkens back to RBI baseball. It's kind of like an RBI baseball, bases loaded, Ken Griffey Jr. baseball, like all those games tied into one, arcade style, but it has probably the most realistic baseball gameplay, honestly. It's very on par with the show, which is a legit baseball game. Right, Perkins is pulled. Becker comes in. We saw Becker earlier today. Again, bases loaded. Bottom of the second. That should do it. Just tug the runner there, but gets the out at first. Leave the bases loaded. They get another pair of runs. Top of the third we go. 5-0. The Gouda Giants are leading. Garland Myers steps in. But Tyler, Wheels was telling me about your style of gameplay and how you're bringing some real first-person shooter style of gameplay to the Seas of Thieves, and it sounds quite hilarious.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Salvador
number
Marone
15.
steps in. Or Ramon, rather. Got some nice shots. Chopstick on the billboard that has a level on it. Chopstick on the billboard that has a level on it. I'll have to look for that. That one is just foul. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now, Wheels. There actually is a, yeah, it's funny, I see it. It's a base hit through the left side. There's, this was to keep your chopsticks level, I guess. I believe that is what the ad is for, yeah. Yeah. There is an ad, a fake ad here somewhere. There, you see the fishing ad? Next to the left. It's like a fly fisherman ad. It's like perfect for Tyler.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 14.
All right, here's Pedro Bone. He walked his first time up. I feel like the Giants have been through their lineup a couple of times. The Emeralds, not so much. That one drops in just fair on the line. Kicked up some chalk. So at the corners now, 2 outs. Nick Blaylock up the dish. Talk to the devs. That's my Instagram. That's funny. Oh, bumbled by Shredley. He recovers though. On number 3. 7-8-9 duel for the Gouda Giants. They lead 5-0 here. Bottom of the 3rd we go. The devs of this game, Metalhead Software, out of, I think, Vancouver, British Columbia, are some really great guys and gals. They put a lot of work into this game and into the next game, Super Mega Baseball 4, which they've made a lot of changes and improvements. That strikes goes. And the one thing that is interesting, they were bought out by EA. That's a base hit up the middle. They were bought by EA, and I think that has definitely helped some gameplay aspects. It's helped infuse and build up that team to give them some of the capital and some of the off the wall. You know, some of the capital and some of the skills and stuff that they need to make some improvements, and it looks amazing. Cannot wait to play it. But they were a small company, you know, making this game. They were just a small little development company. This is their only game that they put out. They put a ton of work into it. From this game, Super Mega Baseball 3, going from 2 to 3 is like night and day, honestly. Some of the modes they added, the gameplay, character models, you know, everything. It really is awesome. There's Villarreal. He's on fire. It's interesting. Villarreal, if you see his stats in the corner, he's on fire, but also feeling just well. Not exceptional, but just well. And I wonder if those two cancel each other out. Tough Out activated. 1 and 2. Tough Out's one of those stat power-ups that there are now like 75 of those in Super Mega Baseball 4. I think there's only 12 in this game. So that's ridiculous. Down on strikes he goes. That's the off-speed pitch. And Leon Jackson will lead it off here. 4, 5, and 6 for the Edam Emeralds. Strudley back on the bump. Kind of the long man. You see this starter, SPRP. That's kind of what that signifies. Starter and or reliever. Over to Castaneda. Now number 1. A new pair of balances. Need a pair of New Balances. That's what he says. My grill skills are too mint for these moccasins. Ooh, and gets away from Allen. He's going for 2. Slides in safely. Good heads up base running.
The shortstop, number 10.
Grounder over to Ruddy O'Neal. That is out number 2. Runner moves up to third, though. There's Ari Word, who's 0 for 1.
Number 56.
So you need a pair of white New Balance. You need to get a cell phone holster and a plaid shirt and tuck it into some khakis. No. Tuck it into some jean shorts and tube socks. And that is your Suburban Dad starter kit. 3, 4, and 5 now for the Giants. Bottom of the fourth we go. They still lead at 5-0.
The left fielder, number 11.
Ooh, almost hit him. Get out of the way. Felt like a fresh pair of New Balance.
Now batting, the second baseman.
You know what's weird though?
10.
I already got the dad jokes. Maybe open-toed stand. Oh man, there's guy that grill skills apron. Yeah, I was wearing an apron with dogs on it yesterday while I was grilling out. Not gonna lie. Kiss the cook, or the bodybuilder, where just the head is cut off and the neck down.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 33.
So 1 out. Goldie Cooper steps in. My one of the guys I work with wears sandals and socks like very much dad sandals, and he wears like gray work dress socks with them, and it's just hilarious. 3 and 2. Oh, I'm sorry. What am I talking about? Throw him out at third. And all types of kerfuffled there. All right, Russo in, Becker out. As Palacio steps up to the dish. That's a base hit. Name my ship on Sea of Thieves. She got the house.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 21.
That's terrible. That's funny. Jackson, nice diving stop. Flip to Russo, out number 3.
Now batting, the catcher.
Took a
number
generic
8.
out. Didn't get the sale on She Got the House. It's funnier for me because my ex actually got the house. 1 and 2 on Myers. And a hot shot to Fleet. That's out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Going back to those
number
white New
15.
Balance, I never see those sold anywhere. Like, where do all these old guys, where do all these old boomers get these white New Balance shoes? They're never in any store.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And they don't know how to use the internet to buy them. So I don't understand where they're getting all these crisp white New Balance sneakers. Eight, 9, and 1 due up for the Giants. They still lead at 5-0.
Number 23.
There's a strike. Russo out on the bump yet. Ruddy O'Neal pops that one up, and it ducks in front of Word. All right. Thought she was going to get there, but again, these players are gassed from that 17-inning affair earlier today. And Vata Makia steps in. Sasso to Ramon to Jackson, the 6-4-3 double play. There's a New Balance actual brick and mortar store in A-Town. No way. Really? Where is that? New Balance store. It's where they They hang out and drink coffee, I bet. Yes. Yeah, for sure. Just like they have a constantly, like, a never-ending supply of those, though.
17.
Occasionally you see a guy in the white New Balance with, like, grass stains on it, like he uses those to cut his grass, but then show up to your next barbecue in another fresh pair. Unless they're getting them buffed. So 2 on now, 2 outs. Mix Allen up, 1 for 2, home run, walk, 3 RBIs for him. Having a great game. And that's a base hit into right center field. It's actually an extra base hit. He's getting it all the way to second. Going for 3. And slides in safely. 2 RBI triple. And the Giants take the 7-0 lead. So here is something interesting. Nix Allen has a triple. And he has a home run. So those are 2 of the hardest things to get. If he gets up 2 more times and he gets a single and a double, he will have hit for the cycle. And I don't think we've ever seen that in Cheese League baseball.
Now pitching, number 43.
Back in the middle of New Balance center. Yeah, promenade, yes. Just Tyler's all over that New Balance store. in the Kiss the Cook apron. I can actually picture that. Holding a hot dog in one of those forks. That one's ripped foul. Down on strikes. She goes. But they get 2 more runs. Top of the 6th. 2, 3, and 4. For the Edom Emeralds. And they are struggling to keep up. Alright. Strudley out. Lynch in. Slow roller over to Cooper. Out. Number 1. Blaylock steps in. Strained, rather. 0 for 2 today. That one, just pops foul over the bag. 1-1. And now the 1-2 pitch from Lynch. Got him. Again, another swinging strike. Drop 3rd strike. Another one of those plays that we were talking about earlier. That is the 2nd out of the inning. Here's Leon Jackson. All right, 1-1 on him. Just trying to golf that. 1-2. Whiffer activated for Jackson. That's not good. And fouled away. 2-2. Down on strikes it goes. Palacios, Fervor, O'Neal. That's 6, 7, and 8 due up. The Giants are really hitting the hell out of the ball.
Number 14.
Too many things in front of me that I would like to drink and eat. Like I have sodas and pretzels and other things here. Shouldn't have done that. Tempted to eat. Just like binge eat while I watch these games. Shout out to I forget who on YouTube. Tyler's heading out. Food is done. Gotta feed the animals. All right, later, Tyler. Thanks for coming in and hanging out, man. Batter is walked. I forget the name on YouTube. I'll have to look that out. But somebody said that they love watching these games and listen to these games while they work. So actually see if I can find out who that was. That's an excellent comment, and I appreciate that. Ramon, diving stop, out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, number
Popped up. Jackson is there, out number 3. I can't find who the heck said that.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 24.
I'll have to find it later on. I know, but whoever on YouTube, you said they like to listen to these games while you're working. I appreciate that. Honestly, that's what I do a lot of times. Down on strikes. I will throw on some simulated fake baseball. I have a separate league in Super Mega Baseball. This is how much I play this game. I have a separate league that I've created that I actually run virtual games in the background while I'm working, while I'm doing stuff. And it's like oddly cathartic. It's oddly fun. Just like listen to nonsense and listen to the crack of the bat. But it gets you through the day. That one is jacked high and far. Does it have the distance? Oh, it does. And the Emeralds say we're not going to get shut out. 421-foot jack for Sasso, her first homer and second RBI of the tournament. And 7-1. Aria Word steps in now. All right, Lynch is out. Burnett is in. The lefty. And there's a strike. I was going to say, first thing you do is come in out of the bullpen, give up a base hit, give up a walk. It's not what you want to see, but it happens.
Now batting, the catcher.
This is last licks here, folks, for the Emeralds in the top of the 7th. Got to put together some type of comeback in order to win this game. Arlen Myers to the ball low. 2-1. Now 3-1. Look at Ronan Burnett also juiced on the mound. Down on strikes. Myers. So, Salvador Ramon, 1 for 2 single. And runner on first. Pretty good speed. Decent speed, I'd say, on first base. 2 outs. And now 3-0 count to Ramon. Got him on the changeup there. All out in front. Past the diving Roddy O'Neill. So, interesting. 2 outs, 2 on. Rodney Bradshaw up. Seen him hit the long ball before. And that's a base hit up the middle, so the inning continued. Fervor throws home. He's out. They play at the plate to end the game. Oh my gosh. Flair for the dramatic. The Gouda Giants win again. Oh wow. That was wild. 2 excellent endings to these games after the crazy affairs that we watched this morning. It's 1-7-0 to 7-13-0. On the Emerald side, smattering of hits throughout the lineup. Ramon had a good game, 2 for 3, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. On the Giants side, hits up and down the lineup, with the exception of Castaneda and it looks like Fervor. 7 walks, 6 strikeouts. Great game there for O'Neill. Again, good game for Allen. Will probably be in the top. So Perkins gets the loss, Strudley gets the win, Hartman gets the no decision. And there are top 3, Allen, Fleep, and O'Neill. All Giants across the board. All right, so what does that do? That means the Gouda Giants lead the series 3-1. And in this game, they can take home the bacon. Or the cheese, I guess. A slice of the cheese. Banjo Farmer 0-2 versus Pewter Gold 1-0. Farmer's a pretty decent ERA. Pewter Gold not as much. But let's watch this game, folks. So the Giants can clinch the series here with a win. And they would like to because they're at home. What's up, Mama Loot? Mama Loot's in the chat. Look at up and down these lineups. Look at how many yellow meters there are. These guys are so They're so dead. They're so damn tired.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 19.
Oh, you only missed some of it, so this could be the clinching game here for the Gouda Giants. Rodney Bradshaw up for the Emeralds. Grounder to Goldie Cooper.
Now batting.
Now number 1, here's Noel Fernandez.
Number 24.
Looks like Absidy Rosas behind the plate too now for the Giants. Pewter Gold, 4-seamer slider, curveball, changeup. More of an accuracy kind of paint the corners kind of guy. 2-2 on Fernandez. It's fouled away. You're watching Sands of Iwo Jima. What is that? Is that an old movie? Is that a new movie? There's out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 17.
Nick Blaylock steps in and gets a base hit. Keeps this inning alive. Sands of Iwo
Now
Jima.
batting, the designated hitter, number 4.
Kingsley Harrison up. Old John Wayne movie. I was gonna say it sounds like one of those old type of movies like that. There's final out. Oh, one of your dad's favorites.
Fielder, number 17.
That's cool. John Wayne. What's that other one? There's am I getting it confused? Sands of Iwo Jima. I'm thinking of Key Largo. I think Key Largo was a Humphrey Bogart vehicle. Sands of Iwo Jima. That's interesting. So obviously it's a war movie. John Wayne pretty much just did war. Well, maybe not right. Just play at third base. Second out of the inning. Here's Castaneda. John Wayne really just did what, war movies, westerns, and that was kind of it. I can't remember if he's in like a real dramatic role or anything. That's a base hit up the middle. Gets all the way to the wall and be an extra base hit. Stand up double. All right, so I think that was Castaneda.
Now batting,
So Goldie Cooper, a runner in scoring position.
number
I think he did The Quiet Man, which maybe is not as much of a regular role. It's serious, but yet funny. So it's like kind of like dark humor, maybe. If it's a war movie, it's dark humor. World War II, yeah. I think The Quiet Man, I believe he played, what, a washed-up boxer or something like that in that movie. Foul down the line. 3-2 on Cooper. Crowd getting into it. And line out to Ramon. Top of the second we go. 5, 6, and 7 do up for the Emeralds.
Now batting, the catcher, number 14.
What the heck? My mom really liked The Quiet Man. I remember having that vividly. I remember that box sitting on our VHS cabinet. Here's that one. Oh man, what was that other one? What's that other one made by remade by the Coen brothers?
The first baseman, number 16.
Oh man, what was that? What's that other one? True Grit. He was also in True Grit, which was a good one. All Fighters is good about fighting oil well fires. Never saw Quiet Man. Oh, fighting oil well fires. That's interesting. Hit very hard, but right at Villarreal for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 2.
Yeah, John Wayne really always just played like a man's man. Kind of always played those roles. Like a guy you wouldn't want to mess with. Like calloused hands, like that kind of guy. Yeah, nice leaping catch by Castaneda for the final out. He's played a guy like a leathery skin because he was so out in the sun so much as a cowboy, or he is so much grit and so much I don't know, grit, I guess. So gritty war veteran, you know, like that kind of stuff. Like curly, a saddlebag with eyes. Shout out City Slickers. Excellent movie. Palacio steps in, hits that one high and far, but there's lots of room. Just got under it. That's out number 2. Here's Ernie Ferber. City Slickers. City Slickers, and let's see. City Slickers, Batman. What's that one with Lost Boys, Goonies, Princess Bride? These are all movies that we take with us camping. And we'll just pop one of them in, and City Slickers is a great movie to watch camping too. John Candy movie. Oh my God. Not Uncle Buck. Great Outdoors. That's another one we always take camping with us. Just good camping movies for whatever reason. Sons of Katie Elder is a good old Western. Interesting. Have to check that out. My father-in-law likes Westerns. He watches that Western TV channel that plays nothing but like black and white TV shows, old Western TV shows and stuff.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 15.
Watches that like on a loop. Here's Salvador Ramon. No outs. Runner on first. Peter Gold still working away out there. 35th pitch right there. That one sneaks through the right side. All right. So the Emeralds are threatening here. They have 2 on, nobody out. Rodney Bradshaw steps in.
Number 19.
Nothing, folks. And that one could be 2. O'Neill. Oh, he airmails it into left field. So, the bases are loaded. Noel Fernandez up 0 for 1. She's been swinging a hot stick the past couple games. Probably saw most of those movies. Oh, yeah. 1 and 2. And that one's fouled away. Infield playing in. They go home. Can they turn 2? No, they can't. But they get the sure out at home. Strategery there. And infield playing in again. Only 1 out. Bases still loaded. And again, can they turn 2 this time? They do. Call that the 5. Is that the 5-2-3 double play? So they leave the bases loaded, folks. Good on the Giants, though. Keep it scoreless. Roddy O'Neill steps in, 8-9-1. Due up for the Giants. Here in the bottom of the 3rd. Little swinging bunt back to Banjo Farmer. Down number 1. And here's Absidy Roses. My wife and I were joking the other day about like strange names for children. And Absidy, A-B-C-D-E, is obviously an interesting one, but people always just like to stick a random Y into names for no reason whatsoever. That one is a slow roller to Ramon, out number 3. She used to work with somebody whose every one of her kids' names started with a CH, I think. But like she just, but none of the names like really looked like what they sounded like. It was just like weird. There's like lots of extra letters that don't seem to, it's like they're Welsh or something. There's like some extra L's and extra Y's and stuff. Like doesn't make sense.
Number 14.
So we're joking that, you know, name our kid something normal like Bob or something, but have it be like Bob spelled Y-B AWB or something like that. Something like that. ABCD at the end, like some random things. Letters that you don't pronounce. All right, Leon Jackson up now. Runner on first. And 3-0 count. Swinging on 3-0. Golfs it high. Fly pop up. Almost hit the rafters. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Daniel Richards steps in now. He's 0 for 1. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Still scoreless. I love that this is just not showing anything. I didn't think about drinking lime soda in front of a lime green screen. Out number 3. Out of the 4th, 2, 3, and 4. Still scoreless, folks. Here's Nick Allen, who's 0 for 1. Farmer having a great game out there on the bump. Approaching the 40 pitch mark. 4th. Pretty darn good. Popped up. Sky high pop up. Who's going to get there? It's a little triangle of death. Okay. Sasso takes it. Now, Sasso taking that, that's what I meant earlier when I was talking about the shortstop. Is the captain of the infield, kind of the captain of the fielders. It's her prerogative to take that. Popped up here again. Blaylock out number 2. The green screen thing reminds me when I was in high school. Used to do morning announcements on the television, and in front of a blue screen they'd throw up like some random opening sequences and random. I'd always tell them like put random backgrounds up, but 2 and 2. That one's fouled away. I remember the one day my friend and I, we were doing the announcements together, co-anchors, and we both painted our faces blue. So mine just looked like a pair of glasses just like floating in midair. Fouled away. 2 and good eye. Just hit her foot. And good eye again. Cooper works the walk. Brings up Todd Fleep, who's 0 for 1.
Number 30.
Of course, all of that, and the painting of my blue face and all that kind of stuff, all that was just to get out of math class, which was first period. So if I took more time, ooh, plunked him right in the hip. So if I took a lot of time, I could get out of math class, which I hated. All right, Banjo Farmer out. Kalani Goldberg again comes in. We've seen her quite a bit out of the bullpen. And Palacios hits one down the line. That'll score a run and break the scoreless tie. The Gouda Giants get on the board, and this crowd here at the Bengata Bowl going wild.
Number 21.
Ball in the dirt. Good block behind the plate by Bowen. So 2 on, 2 outs. Ernie Fervor at the dish. Ernie Fervor always kind of has bitter beer face. I don't know what it is about him. And walked him. So walks the bases loaded. Brings up Reddy O'Neill.
Number 23.
Look at O'Neill's stats. Just he's very, very strained, very tense at the plate. Swings through that one. And again, it's a hanging breaking ball. Reddy O'Neill should be able to hit that one. That's a fair ball down the line. 1 run comes home. Here comes another. And it's a 2 RBI single for Reddy O'Neill. 3-0. The Giants extend their lead here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's a line out to Jackson. That's a very anticlimactic end to that inning, but they get 3 runs. Top of the 5th we go. 8-9-1 due up for the visiting Edam Emeralds.
Number 10.
All right, so Gold now still out in the bump. 55 pitches. Holy cow. So he's pitching with the lead now. Let's see how he settles in. See if he can get some couple of quick innings. Got Sasso chasing that one.
Now batting, the second
Salvador
baseman,
Ramon,
number
1 for
15.
1 with the single so far. And 2-0 to Ramon. Jacked. That is high and far and is most likely gone. Into the Emeralds bullpen. A 415-foot jack. That's 41.5 manatees. If you use the manatee scale of measurement, his third homer. And
number 19.
that puts the Emeralds on the board, folks. 3-1 now. That solo shot. Castaneda. This is out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, number
And Noel
24.
Fernandez 0 for 2. So, this is interesting. Castaneda dives and recovers, makes a good diving stop. If he had gold gloves, I bet he would get one. Probably should have gold gloves.
The left fielder, number 17.
Could have gold oven mitts. I don't know. Villarreal steps in now. Top of the order, bottom of the 5th for the Gouda Giants. And that's out number 1. Top of the order, bottom of the 5th. There's a name for that when you say something that's it's like a positive and it's like a negative, whatever that is. Out number 2, they're precision chopsticks. I got a good look at that billboard in the back there, Wheels. They're precision chopsticks. They have a level built into them. That is what's being advertised on the big billboard. Castaneda looks at a strike. 2-1. Way inside. Waves at that one. 3-2. And good eye. Walked him. Brings up Goldie Cooper's 0 for 1 with a walk.
Number 33.
Good speed on the bases too. So Giants would like to get maybe an insurance run or 2. Because anything can happen. Fouled back right on that one. And that's a little lazy fly ball. And there's Richards, put it away, out number 3. Top of the 6th down, Blaylock, Harrison, and Bowen. 3, 4, 5 due up for the Emeralds.
Number 17.
Blaylock, this bat looks like a toothpick in his hand sometimes. He's a big dude. One drip down the line. Foul. And that one's foul as well. Down on strikes. Good pitch sequence there. Very good pitch sequence. All right, Pewter Gold is out. Ronan Burnett comes in. Saw him last game. One of the last games. Yeah, that's a base hit up the middle. 1 out base hit. Pedro Bowen steps in 0 for 2. One and 1 on Bowen. Ball in the dirt. Good block by Rosas behind the plate. 2-1. And Burnett having trouble with the strike zone now. Over to Fleet to Castaneda. To O'Neill for the inning-ending double play. That'll be Fleet, Palacios, and Fervor. Somehow the ball always finds you, and somehow you always have the first one up next half inning. Okay, so Russo's out. They're going with Brendan West. I think the strategy here for the Emeralds is just to make this a quick inning. Bobbled there a bit. Oh, man, that's a big error. Bobbled at second, and the runner is safe. That brings up Palacios. Like I said, the idea just, hope for a quick inning with one of your better pitchers. Get your bats back up, but it's definitely no help when your second baseman makes an error. Ernie Fervor steps in 0 for 1. Jackson to Sasso, and airmailed into the dugout, out of play, so runner will get second base. They did get the second out, though. Ruddy O'Neal up. Excellent speed on the base pass. I think a little lazy hit. A little blooper would probably score that run. That's not a blooper. That is a Jack-a-Rooney into the bullpen. A 389-foot shot for O'Neal's second homer, 9th RBI of the tournament. That extends the Gouda Giants lead to 5-1. Absidy Rosa steps in. And that's a pop out. Should be a pop out. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Sasso is there. Out number 3. So, folks, 3 outs away from the Gouda Giants winning the tournament. In steps Leon Jackson. He's 0 for 2 today. Burnett on the mound, trying to close it out for the Giants. That's a base hit through the right side. Start off the top half of the 7th. Richards is 0 for 2. No threat to run at first base. Absolutely no threat. Look at, there's like not even a line, not even anything measuring on the speed meter. It's ridiculous. 2-1 on Richards. 3-1. Don't walk him. What are you doing? There's a strike. Go right at him. Hit very hard. Fervor. Ooh, okay. Fervor. Either played that in a hop. It hopped into his glove.
The shortstop, number 10. Now pitching.
All right. Quinn Lynch now in. Now she's looking to close it out. With 2 on, nobody out here. Gabriel Sasso up. That one's fouled away into the crowd. 1-2. Fouled away. 1-2 again. Slow roller. I think they're just going to get, yes, they're going to get the sure out at first. Runners do move up 90 feet, so second and third. Salvador Ramon up. With 1 out. It's fouled away. 1-2 on Ramon. Try to get him a chase. 2-2. Grounder to Castaneda. They're going to obviously give up that run. So 5-2 now. But the Emeralds down to the last out. And that one's fouled away. 1-1. 1-2 now. Down to their last strike. Oh, they oh no. Oh man. Plunked him. And Lynch is out. Hoffman comes in. The closer. The traditional closer, and Hoffman has a weird, wicked delivery. Sidearm action. At the corners now. Man. Whew, this is crazy. 1-2. Fouled away. Home run ties it. And that one's fouled away. Hoffman delivers. And another foul. 1-2. Get a chase outside, 2-2. And again, 3-2 now. Send that runner from first. And again. Down on strikes. Ball game over. Tournament over. And the Gouda Giants win the second Cheese League Baseball Tournament 2023. They are. There are your tournament. Yeah, the slow-mo's hilarious. I think there's some new in Super Mega Baseball 4. There's some new, I think screens and that kind of stuff too. So that's going to be exciting. But the Gouda Giants are victorious, folks. They win over the Edam Emeralds. Let's take a look at the lines. 2-7-2, 5-4-1. Lots of errors in this game. Obviously, the big hits coming on the Giants side. O'Neal, 4 RBIs today. Palacios, an RBI. Not a lot of strikeouts, not a lot of walks in this game. Just Emeralds really couldn't put it together. Gold gets the win. Hoffman gets the save. Farmer gets the loss. There's O'Neal, Ramon, and Peter Gold in your top 3. And that, folks, is how the second Cheese League Baseball tournament of 2023 ends. 4-1. Let's take a look here quick at the league leaders. I'm curious. In the top 10, obviously, lots of Gouda Giants, lots of Emeralds. So who the most home runs? All right, so Arlo Franks led the league. The Gothams at 500 average. Goldie Cooper led the league, in the tournament rather, I should say, in homers and RBIs as well. Franks again on base. Chavez had nice slugging. Franks. And there's some more strikeouts. Garland Myers struck out 18 times. Villarreal had 21 hits. And all right, pitching side. Hal Rivers 2.27 ERA, and he ended up with 52 strikeouts. Look at the difference here. I was curious about that. That is very interesting stuff. Strikeout to walk ratio, that's a big one. Gotta watch out for that. That's pretty cool though, guys. So that is how the second Cheese League Baseball tournament of 2023 ends. So what that means is that the Gouda Giants will face off against the Brie Boomerangs for the Ultimate Cheese Cup Series. I gotta figure out how to put that together. I think I may have messed something up in what I've already created, so I gotta figure that out. But we will get to that. Hopefully tomorrow night we will be streaming that around 7 o'clock. The first games of that 7-game series for the Ultimate Cheese Cup Supremacy. And yeah, that's gonna be lots of fun. And then right from that tournament, or right from that championship series, we're gonna roll right into Super Mega Baseball 4, recreating these teams, doing the shuffle draft, doing all the features that they have in Super Mega Baseball 4, and just really running through it. It's gonna be freaking awesome. I'm so excited. But yeah, so that is how this game ends, folks. That's how this tournament ends. I hope you all enjoyed it. I had so much fun talking over this fake baseball. And obviously dropping this video up on YouTube, so follow us there. Follow us here on Twitch if you're not. If you're just popping in and just seeing what's all about, shoot us a like, shoot us a follow. Follow us on Twitter. And we will see you guys next time. Yeah. Follow us on Twitter for the announcements for the championship series. But we'll see you again. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good night. Later.